Just a quick one for this rest day. I just thought I would take a few minutes just to sort of go over how my body's traveling and talk a bit more about that and my feet and stuff. So yeah, like I'm not a foot person, so it's like gross for me to even want to like show you, but yeah, I'll show you, so might get a bit gross if you're not a foot person like me, but what I'll do is, if you read the description now, I'll put the foot section times in, so you can like skip past that if you don't want to see them. Surprisingly, my legs have been fine. I did have one day there when I got to the go-kart track shelter, just as I got into camp, I sort of noticed my right quad kind of, yeah, just like start to ache, and I thought, okay, here we go. I sort of dealt with it like the next day. The next day was that crazy long day that I pushed through to Bowman Hut. So yeah, I just kind of, when I decided to do that, dropped a couple more Panadol, and yeah, it sort of took care of it. It wasn't too bad, and then it just kind of got better after that. Yeah, the next day I was in Crystal Brook, and I reckon I bought like some muscle soothe type cream, just a Nature's Own one I think it was, and I think I put that on it like maybe twice, because after that it just went away and I didn't need it anymore. I'm still carrying it though. That same day, that horrible long hike, well, the morning anyway, going over the rocky ridge in the crazy winds, I was sort of trying to nurse my right knee a bit, because a couple of times on the steep downhills, probably because I probably rushed them a bit, I almost get like a jog up going downhill if the terrain's alright. But yeah, I felt my right knee kind of twinge a couple of times, so I thought, I better like take it a bit easy. I don't want to blow a knee out. So yeah, looked after that, and yeah, my knees have been pretty good. So sometimes, like if I've got a day of constant up and down and they're pretty steep, long downs, I'll kind of feel my knees, start to sort of ache a bit. Pretty sure that's normal and that's going to happen to anyone. It's just too much pressure. Like that's where trekking poles really come in handy. Mainly for the downhills, just to have out in front of you and take a bit of pressure off your knees. But yeah, other than that, they've been fine. I kind of have some slight, like, external hip, like, I don't even think they're like bruises or anything, but like I can just feel, if I push on them, I can just feel that that's where my pack's been sitting for the past month or so. But yeah, no biggie. One annoying thing that's been happening a little bit lately, and I can feel there, like the same thing, kind of just, I can feel that like that's where my pack has been, but my left like collarbone here, I guess, and my left shoulder, like sometimes during some days that's like really been aching, and I've sort of had to like walk along and try and like stretch it out. I've been like adjusting my sternum strap, so sometimes I'll have it like real like pulled in, so the shoulder straps are like pulled in, sitting more like in here, just to sort of give that part of my shoulder a rest. And then when that is getting a bit annoying or whatever, or starting to hurt there, then I'll loosen that off and the shoulders straps will come right out here. And that kind of, having them out there kind of actually helps with my posture a bit too, because obviously the pack's like riding on my hip, but then when I have the shoulder straps out wider, it sort of seems to push my shoulders back a bit more. So yeah, sort of when I'm having issues with that, I'll just play around with the sternum strap a bit and adjust that, and just have the shoulder strap sitting in different positions just to give it a bit of a break here and there. So that's about it for everywhere else. So yeah, obviously my feet, I've probably been complaining in videos about them a lot. Mainly because it's just frustrating, like because they're hurting, it's just like it's such a big impact. I feel like it's, you know, it's worse when it's your feet. If it was like, you know, your elbow or your hand, or maybe even like your knee, maybe you could kind of like deal with it a bit better. But when it's like pain in both your feet and you're trying to walk on them, it's really annoying. So yeah, my morning routine has been breakfast and 2 Panadol, and that sort of eases it till there's almost no pain, and then it's fine and I can hike along my merry little way and enjoy the trail. And then sort of by lunch on some harder terrain days, my feet are like already starting to kill, the painkillers have worn off. So if I know it's gonna be a longer day, I'll have 2 more with lunch. If it's only going to be a shorter day, I don't, because I don't like taking all these painkillers all the time. So yeah, if it's a shorter day, I'll just like push through and I won't have any more. I won't have any more that day. All right, I'll give you the look. So if you don't like feet, just fast forward this bit. They probably look a bit extra gross at the moment because my feet have been wet this morning, so they're just drying out. And they're dirty because I've been walking around barefoot. They're not normally actually dirty and gross like that, but anyway. So this was a callus, which kind of used to look like that. So that's just like really hard skin. Like that one just went hard and bruised and it hadn't opened or popped. It's just kind of stayed hard, but that doesn't hurt anymore. Like these don't cause me any more issues. This one popped and then it was just like a gross bit of skin that I peeled off. I only tape my heels because I'm prone to like blisters on my heels here, so yeah, I just tape them up. This one's moved around, but anyway. But yeah, my issue is inside my heel, like pretty much my whole entire heel is sore. Pushing on the bottoms of my feet is pretty tender. Yeah, all that's pretty tender. So yeah, my feet just aren't dealing very well. I never really got any blisters, but I have like, you know, popped skin. I don't know if that was just like from moisture and whatever, but a big chunk there, which is now dirty. yeah, never of my toe, because I wear toe socks, I guess. Like, I guess they have been doing something because there's like skin around, but I've never had any pain or like issues with my toes. Yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, it's pretty gross, I know, but yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. So it's weird, like, yeah, the external of my feet, like my heels, like they look really gross, but the outside is not an issue anymore. That doesn't even hurt. And like I said, I haven't had any blisters that I'm aware of. But yeah, it's all just the internal pain of my feet that I'm dealing with on a daily basis still. So, and I think I will be if they haven't gotten used to it by now. A month in, I'm gonna be putting up with it for the entire trail, I guess. On a different note, my legs are as hairy as they've ever been, like probably before I ever started shaving, but because I was getting laser hair removal done on them, so they're blonde hairs, or 99% of them are blonde hairs, so yeah, I just don't really care. Yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, just wanted to sort of fill you in with a bit more detail about what's going on with my body halfway through. So don't worry, tomorrow's rest day video is not going to be a gross one. It's going to be an awesome gear video, so stay tuned for that. See you later.